Welcome to the video. Here I'll show you all the steps on how to actually manifest. I won't just tell you to think positive, bro, and the Lamborghini will come to you. No, this will change your perspective on life itself. So first, you must understand how the world functions. There is the world you live in, which is the 3D world, you can touch things in it. And then the 4D world, which is beyond. It's literally our consciousness. You cannot locate the mind in the brain, even though there's studies about it. Belief is the sword of the mind. Ego wills anything in this world. So for example, a mother lifting a car to unstuck the baby, which is under. Living 100 years even though you're smoking. Just look at David Goggins, for example. But also, this will, same goes for the negative way. That means that you being a loser makes you a loser. You will these things into your life, saying, I can't do it, I can't get it. And it means you'll never do it. Faking it until you make it comes from the fact that you can believe that you're gonna get it. There's no faking at all, you're just doing it in your imagination. And this is hurtful to say, but everything you do in life is your fault. If your will goes towards depression and anxiety, that's you fucking yourself up, because all depression is self-aggression. And depression really just means you don't have a mission. You don't have a strong self of who you are. Who are you? I am. That is being. Being yourself in the way you believe you are. That's why winners are winners. And the only time you can be is now. So here's an exercise. Be here now. Did you? Well, that was the past now. Now, you may get on to the new now. Did you? See? Those two nows you did were in the past. So it literally, the present moment repeats itself over and over again. And a flow state really means that this now lasts for a whole hour, which is one of the best things you can get in life. Because losers stay in the future or the past. Being is the sense of I, meaning I am. When your I am is strong, then you're sure for that version of yourself to get the benefits of what that I am. For example, I am a surgeon. And you fully believe that you are one. And your sense of self must require and conjure up into the conscious and unconscious, meaning your solar and lunar state. The marriage between the two gives the stars, which are the ideas that you want to get into fruition. You have thousands of reoccurring thoughts a day, accumulated throughout the years you spend living. But the greatest thoughts are the ones that align with your goals. When you're all free in your mind and are able to captivate these thoughts, because really, we're catching these thoughts. They're not like being created by us. What does that tell you about the mind? Your mind is shared with the other 8 billion people on Earth, as well as the infinite pool of ideas from God. That's why we create things. But we don't create things, we just discover it really. Just like how we discovered the idea of a door. So we literally just built rooms and then we needed to enter the room. That's why we invented doors to open and close. We all have an idea of a door and it comes from the world of forms. The perfect door exists in our minds, but why it might look different to everybody is just the way we interpret it, and that's why it's different. And much like the thoughts I first mentioned, every project or habit or anything starts with one thought. There was that one thought of you getting no ass and you felt lonely. What derived from that is you fapping all night and getting fucked up like a zombie. God even gives you a way to escape the situation before you do it, but you're a loser, so you never go there. All you gotta act on is not that thought. It's literally just get the thought and then you don't act upon it, right? And if you do have a great idea like a project, act upon it. Ponder in your mind. In fact, the ideas that you plant throughout the day are being germinated during your sleep, meaning that your conscious and unconscious work together to form your reality. You get it now? That's why we sleep, motherfucker. And the reason why you don't know yourself is because you didn't pick up the mirror enough. See what's going on inside you, your mind. Ask yourself why you're such a little bitch. Onion peel the desires or thoughts that you have. Why do I feel so sick when I'm around people? I just don't get it. And you keep digging and waiting for an idea or an answer, then asking the same question again and again and going deeper into the rabbit hole until you cry like a motherfucker. That's the moment you start fixing your life, thinking of what to do, which is right. Let's not forget you have fantasies, right? Go all the way in. Literally just go all the way in. Even if it's you being a fat ass, it doesn't matter because we don't respect people who don't go all the way in. Who are literally just standing here choosing both sides. Oh, I like this. Oh, I like that. Like, we respect Trump. We don't respect a bitch who likes Trump and Biden. You get it? It takes 28 days to just get the ball rolling for you to win. We respect criminals, right? Because they go all the way in. But we don't respect the fucking losers that just stay on both sides of the coin. Go all the way in. Our minds literally change the world around us every single now, every single moment. And we have faith in the reality we wish for. And think about this. What is more important, having great knowledge with the secrets of the universe or faith? Faith is one of the highest frequency states and literally moves time forward. But now, with all the previous out of the way, let's get into the real knowledge. Manifestation is first visualizing the reality you want to be in. Let's say you want to be a millionaire. Then, the more you create the image, meaning you add all sorts of details of what a life as a millionaire looks, and the more you feel the life of a millionaire. Your desire is being fulfilled in your imagination. It's very important to follow your life through an image you created. The painting of your idealized life you craft through your imagination. That's why you can think. It's not to just wonder about what is all of this. Create it, bro. For example, how does a millionaire look like? How does he think, act, talk, eat, sleep, drink? What does he do? Where is he? How did he get there? But most importantly, how does it feel to be a millionaire? Next step is saying that you are a millionaire. I am a millionaire. And for a whole minute, just at least a minute, I want you to get deep into the imagination and feel like one. This is where you create your I am. It first starts in the mind, then it comes to reality. Once you go with that feeling throughout the day and watch your actions get better and better as time goes on. In no time, you will become a millionaire. So say it with me. I am a millionaire. The only way you'll become a millionaire is by already believing you are a millionaire, because you can only manifest the now. And by saying that you are one, especially in a happy mood, you can only build through positivity, right? You cannot say, I am a millionaire when you're depressed and you got dumped by your girlfriend. The reason why you should start doing this now is, look, we all have 80 years of life depending off our age. Like, I have 80, 70, whatever. We have a finite amount of time to do something here. And all that matters are the essential things like kids, security, passing on the knowledge to them, and creating positive energy throughout the world. All of these things, missions, God. It's now or never your decision. So decide now. The reason why you're not on track to become a winner is because of other people's manifestations. Big corporate companies creating the technologies and the screen to cut you off of your own fucking mind. The chemicals that do indeed castrate you, like the plastics. Everyone getting used to all this negative energy and competency, leading most people astray into a life they truly don't want, and they're just unconscious. Here you go, Mr. NPC. Most people betrayed their inner child who was full of life once, full of imagination. And in your life, you will have millions of chances. What if you fucked up today? Oh, I fucked up my chance. You don't care. You always have tomorrow to correct your mistakes your whole life. Everything is an attack on our minds, and you must create a strong image of yourself. Even though this is esoteric information, science can back up the things I'm saying. For example, we all have a glowing aura around us. Not as a joke, not as a meme. We literally have aura. It's not really visible to the human eye, but you sense it. The way you treat yourself will dictate your outcome. The way that you enter a room and people just look at you, that's your aura. And so through enough building of that image and lingering in the feeling of becoming that I am a millionaire, you start doing rituals, meaning that you just take the rich man's walk or something. You cook like a millionaire, you shower like a millionaire, you start finding ways of making money and learning about the world, and that fateful day you become a natural millionaire. And one of the highest forms of intellect is playing. Treating things lightheartedly and like a game, like literally just playing you with your career like it is a ball. Where the guys that are serious, which lower their arousal of their dreams because they're all serious, they will lose to guys who literally play with their careers. And more on the way we're built, here's something school didn't teach you. Before science, there was alchemy, the same science being taught to the ones in power right now. The science says that the human is made up of the 4 elements. You know the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. Earth, which is the flesh you're in and everything you touch. Water is the fluids of your reproductive system, meaning the sexual energy, right? But it's also the feeling. Fire, which is the soul, and the soul controls motion and emotion. That's why you have to feel emotion to get into the motion, right? Feeling like a millionaire and then becoming like a millionaire. And lastly, the air, which represents the mental plane. The ideas are literally in the air when we have to just grab it. And we all have the same archetypes of the world. We all have the same ideas, sort of. What these elements mean is that from the inspiration that you have in your soul, meaning that dream you want to achieve, you take that thought and you cook it in the fire with water, meaning the pot of feelings. You take it out and you have this overpowered energy of a dream mixed with a state of arousal. And thanks to our imaginations, you can run a simulation of the world you want to be in. And all the pieces, you gather it up and you build and follow the vision. The reason why I think of the world as frequencies is because everything has energy. The rock in front of your door, the trees all around you, the sky, the people, the sun, space, everything that's around you, even yourself. And indeed, there are the good energies which come from God, and the perverted version of good, bad energies. Even though most people I talk to who are indecisive and always in a lunar state, they tell me, good or bad is objective. Bro, it's all objective. There are objective facts of the world which you can't deny. Alcohol, haram. Killing, devolution. Fapping, you're a fucking loser. Hate, death. Higher frequencies and lower frequencies of the world can bring you up or down. And I hope for you that you're on the right side. But on the topic of frequencies, we're much like a radio actually, that can tune onto any frequency of reality. There's a reality, for example, where you're living in a penthouse. We're both also talking underwater, where everybody is colorblind. You can think of any reality, and it only happens in the now, in your imagination. That is how you manifest. There's all your world out there where you're a winner. Tune into it. So here's some advice you'll greatly appreciate.
Quit social media right now. You don't need that shit. Get the fuck off.
Anyways, Because the reality they portray to you are lower energy and will distract you from what's important. And also you being tired in his illusion. Just saying. If it helps you, draw your life. Draw the vision that you have for yourself. Draw and write down what you want to be and really just dive into the world and grab as many feelings as you can of your winner self from the portal. Carry it throughout the day and let it guide you. I repeated myself so many times about this, but that is all you gotta know. That is the truth of manifestation. It's not something gay presented by 50-year-old women. Because think of this. Here is proof we live in a world of images. For example, think of freedom. Can you? You're gonna instantly try to associate it with an image or an experience, but you're struggling to feel free. But now when I tell you to visualize a white dove, which is a symbol of freedom, you feel free immediately. We live in a world of symbols where every major idea has a symbol in front of it. So for example, when you think about America, the most shared ideas are guns, the land of the free, America, rah, Trump, all of these things. But now check this out. We talked about the world of imaginations and images, and the way you really attract things into your life is through the law of attraction. You heard of the example where if you simp over a girl, she leaves you. That's because she senses the need that you have for her, as opposed to the so-called jock that doesn't give a fuck about anything and doesn't need anything. Girls, money, status, all revolves around him. The reason why people give you opportunities is because they sense you don't need the opportunity, because you've already done it in your imagination. It's that simple. Detaching from your desires only makes it grow stronger with a darker shadow. Meaning that if you're an alcoholic and say, "I will never drink again," you end up relapsing and drinking again. Because this is a world of reflections. You have to say, "Oh, I'm a person that doesn't drink alcohol," and you become that. You say, "I don't want a beer," and you're building up psychic tension, your psychic energy to drink beer. The word want has a much stronger energy than the word don't, in the example of "I don't want a beer." And yes, on that subject, speaking words into existence is spellcasting. We're all magicians able to cast a spell. That's why a dream of capitalism and communism shared with millions of people has such power. When there's that speech of like the powerful leader saying, "This word," everybody rises. It's casting a spell, literally. And an empire crashes once people stop believing in it. So, see again, belief. Belief, my friend. You may ask yourself, what is the solution to detaching from your desires? Well, the solution is through change, the death of the you from right now, with the resurrection of the new you that you imagined that you already built, the millionaire. So, do not run towards your desire, you'll just burn out and never get it. Do not detach from your desire, it'll only make you want it more. Just detach it by fulfilling it through the world of forms. That's your mind, your imagination. It's literally detaching from what you want by imagining you already got it. So you don't have this tension of "I need it," because you already have it. And this gives you new energy. Make it last as long as you play with it, right? And it's like a ritual. It's like training or a workout, which is also a ritual. Listen to this very closely. The reason why you already have it is because you are in the lower degrees of the spectrum. The degrees just have to change and rise. Do you get it? When I realized that, that was a fucking genius moment. Wow, I literally just stood 5 minutes listening to this. But this means that you have a thermometer and you're all the way down. You have the ability to change the temperatures and go all the way up. But the point is, the temperature is you already being that millionaire you always wanted. Even if you're at a low degree, It just means you're starting, right? You're just starting on the journey and that it's coming your way. And exactly what you need is liberation from the need and the desire so you can finally get what you want. What do you really want? Tell me right now. Your mindset of I want never worked in your life. Your whole life you're just stuck being a loser because you can't think right. Most people are not taught how to think. It's sad. So I want you to detach from your desires. And chances are, when you fulfill the desire in your mind, you don't actually want it. So take action now. Self-improvement videos you watched throughout your entire life, every piece of advice you got, every lesson you went through, and every crippling night you stayed awake for doing push-ups comes to the very moment of now. If you don't take action, then you never will. So here's a little plan. Write down the 3 main goals that you're gonna do this school year. I count it as a school year, right? From September to June, July, and August. Just write down 30 tasks to do during this month and write down your whole plan. How are you gonna work out? How are you gonna master this craft? How are you gonna do school? And the best thing is, you already know what to do. Read, sleep, exercise, eat clean, get away from bad frequencies. Imagine, manifest, liberate yourself. Stop scrolling, go out, make money, follow God's commandments. Stop being a bitch. Do it! But most importantly, there's a big world out there, and you'll never see it from your bedroom. So stop playing Minecraft. Thank you, Balnavar. Goodbye. Also, to learn more information about manifestation, don't watch these women talking about it. The word manifest has the word man, not woman. And by the way, read books if you want real knowledge. Anyways, I hope I made the subject look less gay for you. Thanks for watching. Bye.